Welcome to our practice. I am so excited to be sharing this beautiful location with you. I'm here on Cedar Lake in Woolkit, Connecticut, and I'm also testing out my aerial rig for the very first time. Hopefully you'll enjoy practice in the beautiful scenery behind me. Set your hammock to the height of your hip flexors, and we'll begin our practice. We'll meet behind our fabrics, kneeling, or you can have your toes together with your knees wide, just like a child's pose. Lengthen your spine, close your eyes. Become present in your body. And how are you showing up to our practice? Reach up with your hands. We'll start with a basic wrist wrap. Hands come around the outside and through the middle. Inhale, roll forward. Exhale, curl the tailbone and roll your way up. Continuing to move on your breath. Inhale as you extend forward. Exhale as you curl and round your way up. Think of undulating the spine. Inhale, extend forward and hold. And work a side bend, swinging the torso from one side all the way over to the other. Find your way back to center. Curl the tailbone under and roll your way up. Release just your left hand. Continue to hold the fabric with the right, coming forward into your three-legged table position. Bend your right elbow, but look to the left. Just allow your body weight to sink. Rolling up and switching sides. Three-legged table. Bend that left elbow as you look to the right. Let yourself hang through that left side and just receive the stretch. Roll up, release, and reach up with just your left hand. Our goal is to hold onto the fabric and dive the right over the left, feeling a nice stretch to the outside of the shoulder, and play with your angles here. I'm just letting my body weight hang as I move and explore. We can add a little fist bump here, which is going to help release the muscle a little more. Coming up to switch sides, hold on with that right hand and dive the left over. Playing with your angles, let the body weight sink, and if you're anything like me, add that little fist bump. It feels really good. As you come up, resume your wrist wrap and extend forward one more time. Tailbone high, allow the belly to drop and let the chest sink towards the ground. Roll your way up and step your right foot forward, low lunge. Arms are in front of you, chest is nice and lifted. Actively push your left shin down into the floor. Breathe in. Exhale, push back, Ardha Hamanasana. Flex that right foot, heart extends forward, tailbone is lifted. And then move back and forth. Inhale, rock through center, low lunge. And exhale, push back. Rocking back and forth. And pull back once more, come into your half split. Really pull the toes towards your face on that right foot. The right leg comes underneath and moving right to our second side. Left foot steps forward, keep the heart lifted. Sink the right hip, breathe in. Exhale, push back, Ardha Hamanasana, half split. Toes pull towards the face. Rock through center. Feel your heart lifting as you hold your lunge. Rocking back and forth. and back, Ardha Hamanasana. Nice active toes here, squeeze your left thigh. Pull the left knee underneath as you step up onto your feet. Open the chest here so the fabric is behind you. Let your body weight sink. Rolling up and catch the shoulder blades. Walk to the back end of your mat, arms extend overhead. Tailbone extends downward. Arms will swing out to the side, push through the feet, come forward into a floating plank pose. And back, arms overhead, inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, roll through, arms extend forward. Last time, hinging back, arms overhead. Hands will come behind the head and heel toe your feet as wide as the mat. Bend one leg and straighten the other and rock from side to side. And pick a direction, try to bring this all the way around the world. So pressing the hips forward, arms can extend out to the side or hold the fabric. Make sure your core is engaged here, so navel to spine. And reverse. And one more time. As you come back around, bend the left knee, straighten the right, and take a nice side stretch. Right arm reaches long. Up and over second side. Coming back to center, heel toe the feet together. Stretch the chest open, arms behind you, lift the tailbone. And roll up. Walking forward right into those hip flexors, coming down into our first downward facing dog. Push through the heels, press the ground away, draw the ribcage together. Feel yourself lengthening the back side. Find your way into wrap down dog. Flex the feet as you widen the legs and catch the fabric. Walk your hands back. Really try to push the chest through the arms. Try some side bends while you're here. It's helpful to move your hands on the floor a bit as you sway from side to side. Now swing to the right and see if you can hold. I want you to engage the core. Release and find your way to the other side. Release to center. Give me one more stretch in that wrap down dog. Push the chest through. And release into your downward dog. Come right underneath your plumb line. Reach up with just your left hand. So the right hand is going to come right in front of your face. Pull down on the fabric and shift, side plank. Left arm reaches back for the pull behind you. Right arm reaches to the pull in front of you. Pivot to your back. And pivot to the right. Left hand is on the floor, right hand high. I get a beautiful view for that one. Pivot to face the floor and go ahead and walk yourself forward and up and out. We're going to be working our way into a little lunge series. The right knee catches the fabric. Nice and square with the hips, begin to extend forward. Notice my right knee bends and extends. Now there is some pressure there. I think this is a really nice way to stretch and really work the tissues of the fascia. Pull yourself back and move the fabric to your ankle. With a nice flexed foot, push the fabric away and extend the heart forward. Deepen your expression by just gently letting your body rock forward and back, nice and slow. Just another flossing technique. Hinge forward and back. As you come back, I want you to catch the right knee and you'll come forward back into your lunge. Try to keep your hips nice and square, and you can even slide through the fabric holding. And I will show a progression. Disclaimer, this does hurt quite a bit. You can reach for the left foot with one or both hands, pressing into the fabric. I'm extending my right leg. And if you've never been here before, you're definitely feeling it. Release to the floor and slide yourself up and through, coming back. Catch the right ankle, coming into a split variation. Hinge forward, heart is lifted. Keep your hips nice and square. Pull back and transition to face the long end of your mat. So just pivot your left foot and extend forward again. Left arm comes up and over. Really try to spiral the left side body upwards. And release. Right leg is going to kick through and climb your way into a seat. I get to enjoy a beautiful breeze. It was actually quite windy out there when I was filming this. Stepping off as you swing forward and find your way underneath your plumb line, catching the hip flexors and fall forward into that inversion. We have to take our plank transitions, this time moving in the other direction. Left hand comes right in front of your face, right hand reaches up for the fabric, take your pivot, balancing on your side body. Right arm reaches behind, find the fabric, pivot to your back, upward plank, and to the left. Right hand to the floor, left hand high. You've got to go in both directions to stay even. Both hands to the floor, downward dog. Lifting the gaze and walk yourself up and out. Let's even out those lunges. Left leg is going to step through. Rise up onto the right foot, hinge forward. Keep yourself nice and square with a lifted chest. Option for the extension, press into that fabric, bend and straighten the left. Just another technique to open and release the fascia. Pull yourself underneath the plumb line, extending down to the heel. Remember, we want to focus on a flexed foot. Push the fabric away. Just begin that conversation on your left side. Then when you're ready, give me that little hinge forward. Just kind of rocking your body weight back and forth. One movement, one breath. This time as you rock back, go ahead and hinge forward into your lunge. Arms can pull through, option 1. Option 2, I know it pinches, maybe grab the bind, only if you choose. I want you to come back to your fabric, so if it's too painful, don't do it. Maybe extend the left leg. Foot to the floor as you come all the way back underneath that plumb line. Catch the left ankle, foot is flexed. Here we go, coming into your split variation. Try to keep your hips square. We really need to engage the core. Engage the muscles in your legs. Pull back and make that transition. Pivot to the long end of your mat. So right heel spins, hinge forward. Reach up and over with the right arm, find the fabric. Keep spiraling open with that right side. Pulling back and pivot. climb your way in, take a seat. Take a little ride. Stepping forward and find your way right underneath that plumb line. Fabric is out in front of you. Take a moment here, lift the tailbone, sink the heart to the floor. And roll your way up. We're going to be working a pose called Starfish. Walk forward and find your hip flexors. Maybe just take a moment here to hang in downward dog or swing with me. Starting with the left side, the foot is going to wrap around the fabric and extend long. Left arm is going to reach back for the right pull, and you should be able to let go with your bottom arm, right hand. You can keep your legs wide or bend the knee. And unravel that left leg, pivot back towards the floor, unwrap the leg, walk forward and up and out. Bring the fabric behind your shoulders and walk to the end of your mat and arch over the fabric. Arms swing around and roll your way up. Let's go ahead and take a look at what our second starfish looks like. Come into your fold. Remember, it's a crochet. The right foot is going to wrap around the fabric and extend long. Right arm reaches for the left pull. You can release and float. Legs can stay wide, or if you're me, take the passe because it's so pretty. Hands to the floor and unravel. Feet down, walk forward and up and out. Back into lunges, right knee hooks, hinge forward. Hold on to the poles with just the left and reach back with the right. Now as you release and pull back, I want you to pivot that left foot, warrior two expression, hinge forward. Knee can stay bent or push through the fabric, extend the leg. Spiral the arms and pull yourself back. Extending the leg, catch the ankle, falling forward into your split. And back. Pivot the heel. This time I want you to try not to hold on. Hinge forward. Strong core, strong legs. And back. Kicking through the knee, taking your seat, taking a ride. And fabric will come up and over as you step off. Let's try our second side. Left knee in, begin with lunge. Hold on to the poles with just your right hand, twist to the left, reach the arm behind you. Pulling back and make your pivot. Right heel pivots, warrior two, Virabhadrasana, knee can stay bent or extends. Look right over those fingers. Spiral the arms and come underneath the plumb line, setting up for your split. Find your ankle. Lift that right heel and push forward. Right? Hips are nice and square. Chest is lifted. Find the end range. And back, take that pivot. Try not to hold on to the fabric. If you can, hinge forward. Inner thighs are squeezing here, really doing a lot of work. All right, spiral the arms, come back underneath your plumb line. In case you're unfamiliar, let's take a little preview with suspended bound angle. There is a fall hazard. You stand in your fabric, knees will widen, soles of the feet together, pushing the pelvis forward. Watch my arms, They come in front, one and then the other. As long as your arms are in front of the fabric, we're safe. Join me by standing in the fabric, drop the hips back. Knees wide, soles of the feet together, pull yourself in. Hips to fabric. Slide your arms through one at a time. Hands can stay on the knees. They can also come to heart center. We can drop this forward. Your hand placement is important. Thumbs on the inside, hands on the outside as you let your torso fall forward. You can hold either elbow or extend the arms behind you, interlacing the fingers. This pose does have a tutorial if you're struggling. I'll make sure it's linked below in the description. We come out the same way we came in. Thumbs on the inside, hands on the outside as you pull yourself up. Make sure you're holding onto that fabric nice and tight as you pull yourself through. The legs can pike forward in front of you, and then stepping off. As you come to stand, fabric comes up and over, preparing for our inversions. Onto the sacrum, dropping back and crossing those feet in front. Any extra swinging, you can use the backs of your hands on the ground to help you stop. Let's see if we can work a bind. Kick your right knee through the fabric. Extend your left leg out to the side. You may be able to find a bind here, holding on with your left hand. Release the left leg if you're holding, and like a little compass, I want you to draw a half circle, extending that left leg behind you. Leg can stay straight, or you can reach back with one or both hands, taking a bind. Foot kicks into hands. Releasing and come back to neutral, soles of the feet together. And let's try that second side. Kick the back of the left knee crease into the fabric, right leg out to the side. Try the bind. Can you find the back of the leg with your right hand? And then releasing into your leg hang. Leg can stay straight, or you can look for that right foot with your hands, opening the chest. Releasing and find neutral, soles of the feet together. You can hold here or try a straddle, extending both legs, maybe finding the ankles to help deepen the pose. And as always, the release is slow. Come up halfway. As you feel ready, feet to the floor, catch the backs of the shoulders, take recovery. As you walk back, come underneath your plumb line and take one more fold forward. Your hands are out in front, tailbone is lifted, heart sinks towards the ground. And roll your way up. All right, we made it. Open up that fabric. Climb your way into a seat. Arms come through the back and lean back, climb all the way in. I want you to be totally covered. Arms extend overhead. Give me that nice little side bend from side to side, just like a little banana, rocking from one side, bending over to the other. And as you feel ready, I just want you to let your whole body relax. Feel a gentle sway or current of your fabric. Take a body scan. Notice where your mind is. And then give yourself permission to let everything go. Arms extend long, take that side bend back and forth. And as you feel ready, kick the legs through the front, sitting up. Elbows wrapped around the outside of the fabric, lean forward. As you feel ready, feet to the floor. I am humbled and honored to be here working with you. I hope you've enjoyed our practice, and I hope I see you soon. Namaste.